Hi everyone, I am Professor Tricia Dandrian, and I will be your instructor for English 2 this semester. In this video, I will introduce the objectives of the course and detail some of my expectations. English 2 is designed to further your understanding of composition and rhetoric as introduced in English 1. So for example, we are still working with the relationship between the writer, the audience, and the text through a careful consideration of rhetorical choices, such as the use of ethos, pathos, and logos. We are still concerned with finding ways to narrow our ideas to manageable topics and working on fully developing those topics through examples and illustrations and research. We are honing our critical, analytical, and argumentative skills, and we are focused on language use. But where English 2 is unique is in its focus on writing in the disciplines. Throughout this course, you will engage with writing, research, and citing conventions that are particular to your field of study or major. More information on identifying and imitating those conventions will be discussed in future videos. For now, I want to focus on what expectations I have for student performance in my online classes. Online courses are a unique environment, and I want to be as clear and forthcoming with you about my expectations as I possibly can be. While expectations regarding assignments are detailed on the assignment descriptions, I want to point out and explain some common guidelines as well as provide you with some best practices for online learning. My first expectation for my students is commitment. Online English courses require quite a bit on the part of their students. As our course content revolves around researching and thinking and writing and revising, you can expect to spend multiple hours each week focused on this class. If you enrolled in an online section of this course because you just didn't have the time to take the class face to face, you may find yourself struggling. A successful student in an online composition course is a self-directed learner who has time to dedicate to the instructional materials and course assignments. You are expected to log into the course multiple times a week, and I recommend logging on at least every other day so you can ensure you are staying on top of coursework. You need to pay close attention to due dates in this course. While almost all of the assignments are due on either Thursday or Sunday, it is imperative that you stay on top of when items are due, as I do not accept late work in this course. Also related to the idea of commitment is my expectation that you take the course seriously and put forth the effort needed, not to pass the course, but to actually learn the material. While grades obviously matter, students who focus on meeting the minimum requirements for passing tend to have a much lower success rate than those who focus on learning. This leads into my second expectation, which is true engagement in the course. While you might be taking this course simply to meet a graduation requirement, I suggest you find something in the course to be passionate about, whether that's the joy of learning, or that you are developing useful skills which will aid you later, or even the fun of working with your fellow classmates. I think you can only benefit from being excited about the class and engaging with the material, with me, and with each other in productive ways. For example, this leads directly into my expectations for our discussion forums. We do not have the benefit of spontaneity and that sort of natural back and forth dialogue as occurs in face to face classrooms. So we have to work at it in our asynchronous environment. I have 2 dates for each discussion. The first due date is for your original post, your answer to the prompt. The second due date is for your response post. You have to respond to at least 2 other students in each forum unless otherwise stated. I encourage you, however, to respond to other students' original posts early, and then to reply to any student who responds to your post, and to check the threads where you responded to see if a conversation has started. Remember, our goal here is to have a discussion, to interact with each other in a way which leads to an actual conversation rather than a series of monologues with a few nice jobs as response posts. By interacting with each other in this conversational format, we can work together to create a sense of community here in our online class. Despite our distance from each other, we are a community of learners working together to learn how to read, research, and write. We will engage in group projects and peer review during this course to help us further that sense of camaraderie, and I expect my students to help each other learn and succeed in the course. I also want to offer you guys the opportunity to talk, just like my face-to-face students do. So I do have a Just for Fun module that includes a handful of discussion forums where we can discuss things like food, movies, television, books, and the such not. If you have an idea for a discussion, please feel free to email me and we can get a conversation going. If you are committed to this class, if you truly engage with the course, then I think we will have a very successful semester. As always, if you have any questions about the course, feel free to email me through Canvas or at my KCC email. And in order to foster that sense of community I was talking about, I encourage you to head to our course shell right now and make a post in one or all of the discussion forums in the Just for Fun module. Now is a great time to make a new connection. Thank you for watching and good luck with the course. I look forward to working with you this semester.